Hi, this is Rakib from TransferTech.com. Today I am going to show how to install Apache and Varnish in Ubuntu server. So to start, we need to add Ubuntu repository to install Varnish with apt-get command. So I am going to add that repository now with this command. Yeah, that is done. So now we have to add the list in the source list. So I am going to use this command to add this list. You will get both this command in the description. So this is done. So now we are ready to install that Varnish with apt-get command. So we need to update that list what we add just now. So I am going to update the list with sudo git update. Yeah, it is updating the list. Yeah, it is done. So I can install the Varnish with sudo git install. Yes, it is asking for permission, so I put yes. Now installing Varnish. Yes, done. You can see here that Varnish started. Okay, so my Varnish installation done. So now what I'll do, I will install that Tomcat now as well. So Tomcat, that Apache we will install now. So what we will use, we will use that sudo apt install git use that Apache 2. So yeah, it asking. So now it installing that Apache. Yes, starting that Apache, that also done. So Apache is installed. We can check it is installed or not. That we can do with that command like curl -i http localhost. So you will get a 200 http response. That means that your uh, Apache is installed and working fine, and it get 200 response, and it is running on 80 port. So we are going to change the 80 port because we'll install Varnish before the Tomcat. So Tomcat will run on some different port, and Varnish will run on 80 port. So all the requests come to Varnish, and it will get the data from Apache with another port like 8080 port. So now let's change the Tomcat port first, so that we can install that we can change the Varnish port later, because we can't run both in the same port. So first we have to change the Tomcat port. So for change the Tomcat port, we need to edit file etc Apache 2 ports. So Apache 2 ports. Yeah, you can, here you can see that port 80. So we will change the port to 8080. So that's it. Now I am saving. Yes, and it is done. So we need to restart to take effect of ports. So tcint dot apache restart. Yes, it is done. So we can check that it is running fine or not with that curl command. So now we'll test 80 port, and 80 port, it is nothing is running. So 8080 port, and I am getting 200. Okay, which means it is working fine. So my Tomcat installation is done, and checking also done, port also configured. Now we have to configure our Apache. We have to configure now our Varnish, and we have to change the Varnish port and the backend configuration. Now I am going to do that. So let's start a Varnish port listening on 80 port. So for that we have to edit a file, that etc default Varnish. So we'll edit the file now. So for this file we are search for alternate to. Here you can see alternate to. So alternate to, there will be daemon ops. So here is the port 8081. It is by default port for Varnish. So we'll make it like 80 port to listen it 80. So that is done. So we can save now, and done. It is done for Varnish run on 80. Now we have to configure that Varnish need to listen it will take the data from Apache. So we need to configure that port also. So that port we need to edit. File is Varnish default VCL. So let's check default VCL. This is the default file. We can configure lots of things here. So here you can see that backend already configured on 8080 port. So we don't need to change anything because it is by default configured. So if we not change anything, it will work. So let's exit. Done. So we can now restart Varnish for take the effect. So Varnish restarted complete. So our configuration also complete. So we can check now that our Varnish is working, our configuration is working or not with the same curl command. So now previously it was not connecting on 80. Now we'll test again. Yeah, it will connecting now. That it is 200. Okay, and it is connecting via Varnish. So our configuration is working fine, and that it is connected with Varnish, and Varnish is connected from Tomcat. So our configuration is working fine. That's all from me. Thank you for watching my video. Thanks again. Bye.